What is good, y'all? Mike Sears, Speaking Clout Podcast. Had to touch on this. Had to make a video for this. It's not a definitive year anniversary, you know what I mean? Because when people celebrate anniversaries to albums, movies, or what have you, it's usually the 10-year mark, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. That's, when people really make the fucking celebration videos and all that shit. But I gotta talk about something so near and dear to me. Yesterday, August 12th, 1997, marked the 22nd year anniversary to Insane Clown Posses' almighty fourth Joker's card, the Great Milenko. Now, this is the reissue that everyone knows and loves from Island Records. The real Great Milenko that was meant to be heard. Okay? The original Great Milenko on Hollywood Records was released on June 24th, 1997. Now, everyone knows the story, if you're a juggalo especially. Disney, didn't like that shit, because Hollywood Records is the subsidiary label of Disney, and they did not like the fact that the clowns was cussing all over this album, saying a bunch of crazy shit. So the record was pulled that day on June 24th, 1997. It's to be said that, Jay and Shaggy, they were so depressed about that, they went on the beach and just drank. They were like, fuck this shit. Then Alex called them and they went to Island Records, got the deal, and there you have it, man. It was released 22 years ago, August 12th, 1997. And I told this story plenty of times. Y'all know how the Dark Carnival came to me. Y'all know it. You know what I mean? You know how I got down with the clown. I'll give it briefly this time, because I told it on the Great Milenko review. I did it with my boy Steven, Speak Clout Podcast member as well. And I told it on the Carnival of Carnage episode, when I went back and reviewed every single Joker's card, first and second deck. But I'll say it briefly. I just looked this up to know what time frame I'm at, because the first time I ever seen ICP was on ECW, Hardcore Heaven 1997. And that was August 17th, 1997. So I seen the Clowns the same week the Great Milenko was released, on the weekend. So 6 days after, well, five to 6 days after the Great Milenko came out, because albums came out on that Tuesday, fucking pay-per-views was that Sunday. So yeah, and I remember like it was yesterday. I didn't hear Joey Styles introduce them, because we go back to the WWE Network. They have all the ECW shit on there. You could hear Joey Styles talking about Insane Clown Posse. All I seen was them talking for a little while, and then Van Dam and Sabu coming out and attacking him. RVD and Sabu, you know what I mean? So I thought there was a tag team. Had no idea there was a rap group, But the next day, while I'm chilling, when I left the projects, I would go chill with my boy. He lived up the road. My boy Steve and Oliveira. I mentioned him quite a bit on this show. And I was chilling with his little brother, and he was rapping the Looms off the Ringmaster. I don't know, what the fuck is that? I'm very much in hip hop at this time, like deep into hip hop. My cassette collection, I only started collecting 2 years prior, in 95. Was looking pretty fucking steep. And he's like, that's Insane Clown Posse, ICP. As soon as he said that, I'm like, what the fuck? I thought there was a tag team. He's like, nah, they're a rap group too, they're a rap group. And his brother, Steve, gave me the Great Milenko and Tunnel of Love. I took them, I dubbed them, and it wasn't enough. I had to have my own copy. So I got the Great Milenko, the purple cassette, back in that same time frame. I was blown away. That was it for me. Ended up getting the previous work later on when shit got like, especially the EPs when they got re-released in '98, like Beverly Kills and all that. All that shit got bought, you know. But that's how I got down with ICP. Y'all know it. I ain't gonna say no more. I said it briefly, but I kind of went in depth, you know. But The Great Milenko was such an important record to me, man. Like, that album is my favorite Joker's card of all time. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, period. You know what I mean? And I know ICP hates the mainstream and all that shit, but it would be cool to see The Great Milenko celebrated like other classic albums are. You know what I mean? If y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna do it, then Speaker Clout's gonna do it. You feel? Like, I held that album in such regards as Illmatic, Ready to Die, Enter the 36 Chambers, Midnight Marauders. Like, it means that much to me. To me, motherfucker. To me. You know? So, it'd be nice to see, like, other hip-hop blogs talk about it. They never will. ICP's a fucking joke. They suck. They're a bunch of clowns. It's because of the look, mainly. And secondly, it's because of the Miracles video. Because all you hear is that fucking joke. Fucking magnets, how do they work? You know, off the Bang Pow Boom record that was released in 2009. That's all they talk about. You know what I mean? The video of the Miracles and how corny it is and all this shit. You know? So, they'll never get the props they deserve. And it's sad because Violent J is one of the greatest storytellers of all time. In my personal opinion, okay, I don't give a fuck. But they're looked at as just fucking a joke. Not to me, you know. And hood niggas don't listen to ICP. And I laugh at that stupid statement because I lived in one of the most dangerous projects in Massachusetts, which is Maple Gardens Projects, from 1992 until 2001. Actual facts. You know what I mean? So, I laugh at that shit. You know what I mean? Was I a gangster? No. But I'm from the street and I'm street smart and I seen some shit, done some stupid shit. So, you know what I mean? Real niggas, real hood niggas do listen to ICP. You know, I'm one of them. You know, I was born in fucking in the hood. So, you know. Before that, I was in the projects too. Before that. You know. They weren't as crazy as the Maple Gardens projects, but it was still the project. It was on 40th Street. That was the name of the comic, complex I was at the time. But I'm getting off subject right here. But The Great Milenko is so important to me, man. It's just such a great record. Top 3 tracks. This probably was a different answer on the review me and Steven did, but fuck it. Down with the Clown, definitely. But my favorite is Pass Me By. I just love Pass Me By so much. The greatest closer to any Insane Clown Posse record. One of the greatest closers in music history is Down with the Clown to me. And then, is Pass Me By. And then, Under the Moon. The storytelling is just incredible. I adore this album so much. You know what I mean? Mikey Clark fits so well. Some of Mikey Clark's best production, period. Absolutely love it. Stellar shit. Every track on there, man. Every track. Boogie Woogie Woo. How Many Times? Pass Me By. Hallelujah. Fucking Southwest Voodoo. You know? Hocus Pocus. Everything on there. Piggy Pie is just flawless. Everything. The Netting Game. Fucking the perfect album to me, you know. Violent J said a lot of poses came around this time, you know what I mean? I can definitely see that, you know, but also a lot of Juggalos was birthed around this time too, so you gotta look at the positives of the Milenko era, you know what I mean? And just a lot of kids, man. There's a lot of Juggalos I seen wearing fucking ICP shirts around that time that, you know, with the purple shirt with the green Great Milenko face on it. One of my favorite ones, you know, it was everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Now, I didn't get a chance to see ICP live around this time. You know, I didn't get a chance to see them until 1999 on the Amazing Jekyll Brothers tour. I brought that up on the 20th anniversary of Jekyll Brothers conversation I had when I did it earlier, but yeah, The Great Milenko is such the perfect album for me. Like, I really love this album. There's no filler on here. Everything's perfect. The storytelling's perfect. This album is amazing. It should be celebrated by every juggalo. Even if you're not a fucking juggalo, people know this album. You know what I mean? And the illest shit I ever seen. You know, this album got a lot of accolades, but one of the illest shits I ever seen. One of is when Marvel paid homage to the Great Milenko. I love Marvel, I love DC, but I don't know every damn character. You know, I know the main characters, some obscure characters, but the character that they based the Great Milenko off of, I don't know. My uncle probably knows that, but that was so because they were paying homage to hip hop album covers. Marvel, you know what I mean? And when Marvel did the Great Milenko, I'm like, that is so fucking amazing because they're looked at as fucking losers and lames, you know what I mean? So that was a dope accolade the Great Milenko got, you know what I mean? I love that. But yeah, man, happy 22-year anniversary to the Great Milenko. This is the Great Milenko that everyone heard. The Hollywood version is the one that got yanked off the shelves. It admits 3 to 4 songs. I'm pretty sure it's The Netting Game, Under the Moon. That's the only ones I'm really sure of. I forget what else. I don't remember. I don't even have a Hollywood press. You know, I would like to get one day. You know, I have all the island presses except the gold one. I would love to have the gold one. But yeah, this album means everything to me. I had to celebrate Insane Clown Posse's 4th Joker's card, The Great Milenko. Shout out to all my juggalos out there. Much clown love to y'all. And I'll be working on, still, I haven't forgot about it, the Twisted Discography. Independence Day coming next. Don't know when, but it's dropping soon, yo. And I had to pay homage to the Great Milenko. Happy 22 years. And there you have it. So, I will see you motherfuckers on the flip side. Peace.